So glad to see you here. I didn't go live yesterday, but I did share something on my profile, so hopefully you saw that. Hope you had a great weekend. Today, I want to talk to you about what you should do if you feel like the market that you want to break into is just way too saturated for you to find any success there. What do you do if that's how you feel? Now, if you don't know me, I'm Lori Reeves, founder and CEO of Brand Strength, and I help people get everything pulled together so that when you start talking to somebody about being hired and about the amazing work that you want to do, and that person says, "Ooh, I'm really interested. I'd love to hire you." You don't go, "Oh my God, now what?" Because that's what can happen, right? We start talking to people, but you don't have all the foundations set where somebody could schedule with you and you'd have a contract that you could send over and collect payment and have all the awesome marketing, messaging, and everything that's going to attract the right people. That's what we do together. So that's what I do. And if you are interested in getting your high ticket offer all organized and put together so that you can start actually offering it to people and getting paid for the work you want to do, let me know because I have a 4-step checklist. Just drop a comment below and I'll make sure that you get that checklist so that you can organize everything and get your offer into the hands of the people who need it most. So remember that we're going to talk today about what you should do if you feel like the market is super saturated. Now, what I'm going to say about this might surprise you because I'm not going to go with what a lot of people would say, which is if the market is saturated, you're going to have a really hard time, finding your way in it and making sure that you can do something big with it. Because I want you to just kind of change your mindset and your perspective around this. Now, I learned this years and years ago. The very first business program that felt like a huge investment to me that I took was Marie Forleo's B School. And I think she taught this in B School. It could have been in one of her YouTube videos. I don't really remember. But she said this years ago, and it really helped me change my perspective anytime I would feel like, oh my gosh, there's so many other people doing this. How in the world am I ever going to be successful? So here's what I want you to think about. In your town, is there an Italian restaurant that you like more than every other Italian restaurant in town? Chances are there is. Lots of chance that it's not a chain. It's not something that is a franchise or is available everywhere, right? It's someone in your town who decided to open an Italian restaurant. Now, let's think about how many Italian restaurants there are, not just in the world, but like just in your town, right? There's probably multiple restaurants, or we could talk about Mexican. It doesn't really matter, right? There's more than one, right? It's probably somebody could have thought this is a saturated market when they thought about opening their restaurant. But what if the person who opened your favorite Italian restaurant decided there's already other Italian restaurants in town? Why would I open another? The market here is saturated. Then you would have been deprived of the opportunity to eat there and to get to know and love the food that you love there. And that's how I want you to think about what you want to do in the market that you want to go into. Because yes, let's just be honest, right? Most markets are saturated. The markets that have a good product or like have a big need are saturated. People want those things. That's why a lot of people start business in them. But it doesn't mean that there's not room for you. It doesn't mean that you have to go into creating your business or, even starting to talk about serving the clients that you want to serve in the way you want to serve them. You don't have to think about it as I'm just another fish in the ocean trying to find enough to eat, to feed myself, right? I want you to start thinking about the people who are out there who know that there are other options, but those other options aren't their favorite. And you're going to be their favorite. And I promise you, just adopting this mindset of I am the person that the people who I'm meant to work with want. I'm the person they want to work with. You approach everything you do with a very different energy. You come across with confidence. You come across with this knowing that what you have to offer is valuable. And it changes situations. It changes the way people relate to you. Now, if I were to show up every time that I went live and with the thought in my head of, there's so many other people talking about marketing, like, why would anybody want to listen to me? If I showed up with those thoughts going on in the background, I would not have confidence in what I'm saying. I would be timid. I might not even go live if those are the thoughts that I'm having, that other people are already talking about the things that I'm talking about. So why would I risk going out there and failing because so many other people are doing that? But I know that not everybody talks about the things I'm talking about. Not everybody talks about them in the way that I talk about them. And I truly believe that I have something unique and different to offer, especially to the people who want to work with me. So I want you to just think about the way you think about putting yourself out there into a market that is maybe saturated. And like I said earlier, lots of markets are saturated. It does not mean that there's not room for you. Okay. And I want to help you make sure that you feel like there's room in your market so that you can get out there and serve the people that you want to serve in your unique way, and you will actually be their preferred provider. So that's the work that I do. Now, remember, if you want to do this and you're trying to put all the pieces together so that you can start serving the people you want to serve and making good money while doing it, and you're feeling a little overwhelmed or frustrated or stuck, and you just need a little bit of help to put things in the right order and to maybe stop doing some of the things that you're doing that are not actually helping you get your offer into the hands of the people who need it, let me know by dropping a comment, and I'll make sure that you get my checklist, which is just 4 simple steps that you need to take in order to get your offer launched, so that the next time you talk to somebody about the service you provide in the world and that person says, I want to hire you, you go, yes, I have a process. I know exactly what to do, instead of this, oh my God, what am I going to do now? So let's get you to that point. I hope this was helpful. I will be back talking to you again tomorrow, and I'll see you soon.